beliefs that you believe you're holding about yourself, you erase those. Mantra does it for you automatically, so it's not a lot of work.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's just a release. You know, the whole idea is giving up.
So John, that's the question. I always see, does it happen through grace, or does it happen to earnestness? Does it happen to practice?
Yes.
Or does it happen that I have practiced so much that I get frustrated and I say, I don't care, and then I'm just going to be quiet? No
Yes. Well, not the be quiet part, because I don't think you can be quiet on yourself. You can say that you're quiet, but in order to be quiet, there has to be a quiet person being formed to be quiet. Quietness is something that automatically will occur once the attention is invited of selfless self, because you stop thinking about yourself. The main thing you stop thinking about is trying to perpetuate your life. Because until that time, you truly believe that the things you're doing are benefiting you in this life. That you need these things, that okay, spirituality is good, but if my bank account went to zero today, you know, that would be a tragedy. I wouldn't just say, oh, I'm just dreaming. You know, these are the sort of things. So the conviction, the earnestness, yes, to everything you said. Yes. And keeping quiet is a natural thing. It's not you can be out in the street talking a lot and be extremely quiet when there's nothing
in the background. Absolutely.
Because the ideas and beliefs that you're holding about yourself, that body knowledge and that need to perpetuate, like I said, continue in mantra, continue remaining with yourself, don't lie to yourself. In every single moment, behave as if you are Brahman. Master says you are Brahman, behave like you are Brahman. That means the entire world is projected on your spontaneous presence. So whatever something is happening, that's happening just so you can keep in touch with your selfless self, so you can develop the faith, the earnestness, the devotion in every moment. That's all it is. And I'm telling you, when that invisible listener that's here sees from this position through this egoistic lens into the world that's being projected on top of your spontaneous presence, the stranglehold on the beingness is released. I don't need this form to continue. This form appears in me. It's part of me. It's it's arising on my spontaneous presence. Just like when we were talking about the dream, you go to sleep, then you're deep sleep, you're waking up, and it's just continuous. And that invisible listener, that selfless self that you are, sees that this body is the same. That I was here, and this body appeared on my spontaneous presence, and for a time I believed I was this, and that body drops and I continue. And there's no worries. There's no strife. There's no struggle. There's no need to fight or do anything to try to keep myself alive. The same with the ant and the water. I'm no longer an ant that when water gets poured, I run and scurry away. Of course, there's still self-preservation as far as, I'm not just going to go out and commit suicide or stupid stuff like that. But I know that this form has nothing to do with myself. This form is appearing on my spontaneous presence. I am not that. I am not body. I was not body. I'm not going to remain body. The invisible listener, selfless self, seeing from this position, and it releases. I can't really describe it any better than that. I think is the best description. That selfless self that you are releases the stranglehold on the beingness. When I say stranglehold, it's like the dying man in the life preserver. If you go out to him and he's grabbing onto you, I need to survive, to hold on to this, to know that I don't need to hold on to this to survive. It doesn't make any difference whatsoever. And yet, it's here. So why not enjoy? Why not use this? Okay, use this body as an instrument. And then the whole idea of a life and trying to struggle and, the rat race, so to speak, it just doesn't make any sense. It's not there. and it's released. It is literally that drowning man that you went out to rescue was your own self. And when you see, I'm saved, I don't need to worry about this. That's it. But in order to do that, mantra invites the attention of the invisible listener. As long as you believe that you are somebody else, as long as you believe that you're a separate individual, as long as you believe that you're having a life and a death, mantra. Because eventually you'll see that all this is just nonsense. It's just an illusory world passing, and it makes no difference to the beingness. The beingness makes no difference to the selfless self. It just doesn't.